Phonetic and phonology are branches of linguistics. Linguistics is the discussion about the nature of language. Language is something which is used by people or human beings in order that they can use communicate to each other. Communication is interaction between two people for exchange information. There are two types of communication. The first is verbal communication, divided into two types. The first is oral communication, use utterance media, and two, written communication, use writing system. The second is nonverbal communication, is use nonverbal aspect. For example, is gesture and sign language. Phonetic is discussion about the production, the transfer, and the perception of language sound. There are two principles of phonetic. The first is segmental sound, consists of consonant, vowel, and diphthong. The second is suprasegmental feature, consists of syllable structure, length, pitch, and stress. Onomatopoeia is a phenomenon when labeling something is dealing with the sound. Arbitrariness is a phenomenon when labeling something has nothing to do with the sound.
Next chapter is about diacritic and prosody suprasegmental features. Length, pitch, loudness, and stress are prosody or suprasegmental features. They are syllabic structure. In syllabic structure, there are nucleus, onset, and also coda. Length is a different duration of the pronunciation of the certain language. Pitch is the different frequency given the pronunciation of the certain syllable. So stress, there are two, is major stress and secondary stress. Major stress denotes the stronger syllable of a word. So secondary stress is syllable which aren't completely unstressed. So next chapter is about phonetics, is only dealing with the discussion of the language sound without paying attention to the meaningful of the sound. So phonology is dealing with the meaningful of the sound. The example is thin and thin. In phonetically, there are different sounds. So next is minimal pairs analysis, is an effort to find phonemes in a certain language. The example is sin and sign. So minimal set always in the same position in the word. For example, whip, weak, with, and with. Phonemes are sound with make word or utterance is meaningful. The example is bake and bake. So next chapter is distinctive features, grapheme phoneme, correspondence, and phonotactic. When a feature distinguishes one phoneme from another, it is a distinctive features. So explain by the fact that the grapheme phoneme correspondence is a rule that governs the relationship between letters and the phonemes they represent. There are vowel phonemes in English, consonant phonemes in English, and diphthong phonemes in English. So the last is allophoneme. Some of the vowels are variants of or allophones of the phonemes. Complementary distribution is also seen in the distribution of allophones, a phoneme in English.
Morphophonemic is a discussion sounds alternation or sounds changing or sounds replacement in word formation process. In morphophonemic, the keyword is sounds alternation or sounds replacement. There are some type of sounds replacement or sounds change in morphophonemic. First is assimilation. 2 is dissimilation, 3 insertion, 4 is deletion, 5 is haplology, 6 is metathesis, and the last is reduplication. Prosodic phonology is a words are composed of one or more syllables. A syllable is a phonological unit composed of one or more phonemes. Every syllable has a nucleus which is usually a vowel. In rhyming words, the nucleus and the coda of the final syllable of both words are identical. Word stress in many languages, including English, one or more of the syllable in every contact word are stressed. A stressed syllable, an acute accent, is perceived as more prominent than an unstressed syllable. More about phonology, analogy in copying. The formation of certain copy word in Indonesian, which comes from English, is influenced by other copy words, so it looks like the word copied, even though the English word does not correspond to the word copy. Example, corrupt is corruptive.